to the UCLA Bruins. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UNLV's offense will get the first swing of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. And that's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not
There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Carr close to the marker, it's Matthews. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to get it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
Wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. They'll go to the counter play. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Let's see what he can do with it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got the quick completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Orji. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on. Oh, what a cut. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fires complete on the crosser. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels are rolling down the field. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He turns that loose down the right side.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. New set of downs after the completion. Going up top again. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Fires to the big fella, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quickly out to the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The give to the back. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, Asia Malayava. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Bruins come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping.
And the defensive got him at the 27. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be this.
Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Plucks it out of the air. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Bruins. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Pocket breaking down. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. He's in open space downfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. To throw, it's Orji. Grab near the sticks, it's Thomas. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Bradley. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some...
Makes a grab past the marker. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Rebels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Here's a heat. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown UNLV. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on second down. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
They get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's first and 10 from the 39. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. He makes the ground. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, UCLA! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Across the 25, he's got room. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looking for a man, it's Orji. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that is how we will wrap this one up. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays.